The most challenging thing about taking up a sport late in life is mental. You have to get over the hump that it's too late. It's not too late.
Exercise is the most powerful drug for longevity.
I don't like to exercise, but my body loves it. This is what I have to do to maintain my life.
We're getting older, and I just refuse to accept it.
Ready, go. For a person our age to do anything that has to do with a rapid, quick, jerky motion is asking a lot.
For me, living actively at 80 is willpower. We need to work out. We need to keep building muscle because we're losing muscle.
It is a challenge, but I am an athlete.
Okay if I get thirsty, okay if I get a drink once in a while. When I was growing up, I was always interested in sports. I was smaller than most people, and it was always a challenge. I wanted to be able to play and compete with the big kids.
Well, I always was an exerciser, but my mother said girls were not allowed to swim. Girls just didn't do that. My mother was afraid that I would drown.
When I was a little girl, competing against the boys or competing in general was just something you didn't do. It was just not ladylike. But I was the girl who could play well enough to join at least once in a while.
We met
56 years ago, and we still like each other.
Yeah. I started in track quite young. Before I even was on a high school team, I went up to the high school and asked them if I could train with them.
It was probably 10th grade. I was on the track team. I was voted most athletic in my senior class.
Hello, sports fans. It's Saturday, June 30th, 2001.
When I was younger, I got involved in pole vaulting.
Good.
The highest I've ever pole vaulted was actually when I was in my mid-40s. I vaulted 14 feet, 6 inches. I had to stop pole vaulting because my knees wore out from arthritis and I just can't run anymore. Fortunately, they are strong enough for me to do powerlifting, and I really enjoy that.
Because of not being able to learn to swim as a young girl, I had promised myself that when I got older, I would do it. I saw myself as a swimmer, and that's what I wanted to do. So I finally learned to swim when I was 50 because I took lessons. That's quite a while ago, because I'm now 91.
About 10 years ago, after I had a hip replacement, I hadn't really competed in sports for probably 40 years, and there was something in me that wanted to get back into competition.
I started about 8 years ago, and only because Dan had started, and I was watching him for 2 years, and he said, why don't you do something? I decided to try track and field.
In my sophomore year at college, when I was a passenger in an automobile accident, I kind of stopped playing sports at that point, till now.
Some days I get tired. I'm just not able to walk without, sitting down or leaning on the railing or something like that. Getting into the pool, it's a little uncomfortable, but I do it. Once I get over being cold in the water, it's worth it because I feel so good when I finished.
I think the most challenging thing about being 79 is realizing that I don't have another 30 or 40 years to live. And so I have to keep in perspective, what do I want to do with the time that I have left? For me, keeping fit and keeping active and being able to do other things is important.
Staying active is harder now. I had back surgery about 16, 17 years ago. So I'm always trying to counter that. I'd rather be moving around than sitting in one place.
We do almost exclusively train together. It makes all the difference in the world. We probably wouldn't get out of bed if we weren't pushing each other.
And I'm very clear that if it weren't for Dan, I probably wouldn't be doing this. It's nothing that I would go, oh, I can't wait to go out and do some sit-ups and lunges.
Whose idea was this?
So your ideal position is that, to push off, to get your distance. So push off, over and back. Ready, go. 1, 2.
Luther is the assistant coach, and I was not always able to do what he asked me to do. But he's very patient.
So keep coming, don't worry about your head.
The backstroke is easy. I would love to be able to do the front crawl, but I had a car accident, and my ankle and my shoulder was broken. And so I have a plate in my left arm and a plate in my left leg, left ankle.
Ready, go.
It's very difficult.
Powerlifting is a combination of 3 lifts. It's back squat, bench press, and deadlift. As I age, I have to think about doing this safely. One of the common problems with older people is they'll do something that they get injured. So the weightlifting especially helps strengthen your bones so that that's less likely to happen. And I'm trying to balance pushing the limits and getting stronger with trying to do too much and hurting myself.
Relax, yes, relax. Less power, better wrist. Come. 1, 2. Nice.
I go to Ping Pod 2 or 3 times a week to take lessons
Slow down.
from some of their great coaches
Push to my forehead.
to be learning strategy and movement at the same time as tapping into that wonderful feeling of play. It's what keeps me going.
I find doing this now, I'm physically sore a lot, but it's okay because we now see how valuable this is to our health.
So Joy, I'll make a takeoff board.
There was a point at which I thought to myself, I don't think I'm going to sprint anymore.
Good jump.
And lo and behold, I'm running more now than I ever ran in my life.
Yeah.
So the lessons that I learned, especially as I became a senior, is that even though your body changes as you age, you can still accomplish a lot. All the research that I've read points out to the importance of exercise when you're aging.
So I usually exercise on Tuesday and Thursday. And it's 45 minutes of horror, but I do it. I moan and groan and carry on, but after I leave the gym, I'm a new woman.
How does your legs feel? See, you gotta come around this side so you can see her face.
The time is limited.
I work out every day, morning and night. It can be for 5 minutes, it can be for 45 minutes. I'll set up a weight band at my bathroom door. It's the only door I have in my studio apartment.
I'm a real believer in pushing your body to keep active. Right now, I'm trying to do over 100 push-ups a day.
I think I've forced myself into a healthy lifestyle, but it helps my mental health.
I walk quicker, I just feel more alert, and it has given me a feeling of youth.
I don't feel 78. I'm not letting my age get in my way.
Good jump.
One might think you are privileged to think that way.
I am very privileged to think that way.
I believe, on the whole, I'm in good shape. And it's only because of the exercise and the swimming.
Don't be intimidated and don't think you can't do it. Just do it. Worst that'll happen is you'll fail.
I need to stay healthy and strong so that I can compete. Look at that Empire State Senior Masters Games 2016. That was my first one. And then here's the Pittsburgh Games from 2023. I don't know if you can tell, but it's gold. I never thought I would have the privilege of being able to compete athletically and go to tournaments around the country and even around the world.
We'll compete in Boston. We'll compete in Providence, Rhode Island, New York City.
We're going to South Korea next summer for the World Championships.
The first place I competed was upstate New York. I was able to get a gold medal in my age group. I told everybody. In fact, I wore the medal to the supermarket so people could ask me about it.
It's different in competition because a lot of the competition is mental. Beyond the physical preparation that you've done, you've got to do mental preparation as well.
1, 2.
I love my opponent because he or she brings out the best in me.
Are you competitive with each other?
We are in a healthy way.
It's kind of a funny little thing.
Yeah,
we go
I don't
through.
trip him or anything like that to try to get him in trouble.
Towards me, up. Yeah, Tom! Woo!
My advice to someone in their 60s or 70s who want to try something new is go for it, get some expert advice, get some coaching.
So you can push off with your feet. Your feet is your touch. Try it. Ready, go.
Do not have negative people around you. If they call you and you say, honey, you know, I gotta go, I'll talk to you later. And don't talk to them later.
It's not too late to learn. It's not too late to continue exercising. Table tennis has provided this winning situation of not only am I learning, I'm moving.
Pull.
I hope that younger generations see that just because one ages, one doesn't necessarily have to stop enjoying physical activities.
All right, that was 260. I think that's probably the last one for today.
Yeah, that's good. You did good.
Set goals, keep working towards them, don't give up. I think that applies to a life journey.
Whatever you want to do in life, just do it. And don't talk about it. Just get in the water and move.
There's no end to the things that you could be doing. It doesn't have to be jumping into a sandpit.
Commit to something. Find a group. The more you are exposed to the world, the better things are going to be for you.
So you really stay busy.
Yeah,
You know,
stay
when
busy.
you have too much time on your hands, that's when you start focusing on your aches and
Yeah.
pains. Just get out and do things.
A little bit different workout today.
I'm doing a variety of things right now. I teach one Pilates class a week. I coach CrossFit 2 or 3 classes a week.
Then we're going to extend that leg and switch the hands to the other leg.
When I coach, what I try to do is motivate people to do things that they might not have done if they were working just on their own. Hopefully I can be a role model for other people who are starting their journey.
I am an older woman with a story to tell. I exercise 5 times a week, which can be hell. Twice a week I have a trainer, and I've had the trainer for over.
I have storytelling events. So do everything. You want to learn to swim? Swim. You know, you want to learn. When I tell my story that really impresses elders, and one lady actually told me that she started swimming because of me.
By taking up this sport, my social circle has grown tremendously. I have new friends, people I never would have crossed paths with before.
That's why I was.
And when we play every Tuesday and Thursday, we usually go out for dinner afterwards. It's so wonderful having that social commitment.
There's so much information now about mingling and our need for relationships.
It's vital for people to interact and be social, especially after the era of COVID when we all withdrew.
When I was younger, I didn't think very much about what it would be like to be older and keep exercising as I age. I don't really feel 79. I'm still very active. I can still work out a lot. I can still do a lot of things.
It's just fun. It's like being a kid again.
There's no end to what we can do. And in a million years, I wouldn't have thought I'd been doing this at 78 years old.
This is something I can do the rest of my life. I may not be able to walk fast, as I tell people, but I can always get in the pool. Oh my God, what a feeling. I mean, it's worth $1 million.
No, that's good, thanks.
Now tell me your name again.
I'm just trying not to appear, too much like a stone.
Natural. The hardest thing in the world.
Ready, go.